It's the Athletics taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. Here's the rookie right fielder, Jackson.
Number 99.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Oh, wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And a foul ball. Jackson launched a homer in his most recent game. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Save. It's 2-2.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Berg. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. This one popped up. Urshela makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And first offering is fouled off.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Tag out, trying to scramble back. Too aggressive with the turn at first. Jackson get that hitting streak going.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end okay. I'm sure.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jackson now at the plate, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. That's a hit. Garrett headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Simi.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Andujar makes the play, and there are 2 down. Back now in Tampa Bay, and now it's going to be Jackson.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other
left field way back there, and it's off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, out, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So they're all loaded up.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Headed towards the corner. Schumann trying to track this one down. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great at-bat, finish this off.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Jackson strung that hitting streak out for another game.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Jackson next to hit for the Rays. Jackson recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And there's a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Base hit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Jackson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Hit hard at the ground and up the middle, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Jackson next to hit for the Rays.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The winning run on second base. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Strike on the inside corner. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Man at second. Swung on, belted. Going back. And he brings it in on the warning track. Runner tags and will move up to third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Rays walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win.
Close one here today. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson. Jackson was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. Inside, ball one.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season. What a year he's had.
Vesta with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. There goes the runner. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His 32nd of the year. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
2 out, space is empty. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next one in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jackson. He's already homered here in this one. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Waves at defender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Jackson in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's hard hit on the line. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's Luis Garcia. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take game one of the series on the road. Jackson really stood out in this win.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the rookie right fielder, Jackson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Jackson turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. That one missed.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And that's a home run into the upper deck. He sends it into the second deck, and the Rays take the lead. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate, and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Paddock back to work. There's a strike. That one hammered center field. Buxton ranges back. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
2 on, 2 outs. Jackson launched a homer in his most recent game. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Two outs.
Nope, that's inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Palacios on second. Garrett at first. 2 out of the inning. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more. And
threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. So they strand a pair. Last half. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jackson. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Jackson next to hit for the Rays. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
The 0-1. And there's a ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now it's even up.
Out.
And here it comes. In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. So the Rays strand a pair, but they still hold a commanding 9-1. Jackson had a sensational showing in the win. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time, because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Back in Minnesota, new inning getting started, and stepping in for the Rays, Jackson. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Lopez back to work. Jackson matched a couple of homers in his last game. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Ripped, but it curls foul. Hit in the air left field. Correa gets under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. He blasts a souvenir into the second deck. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 1-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
1 out, base is empty. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So up next, Jackson. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Duran in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Well, Singy, he is... Jackson made a big contribution despite the loss. Put together 3 hits, 1 of them a home run.
Can't say enough about what he did.
Jackson, the next to hit. There's a buzz in the stadium every time he comes to the plate as he tries to extend his hitting streak. Swings through that one for strike 1. Jackson matched a homer in his last game. Second inning here, no score. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. cut on and miss struck him out. And good work there as he gets a one. Olsen with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to
runner on the move, and that one gets away at the plate. Garrett into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Fought off foul. That one missed.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That one misses, and the count's full. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a pitch. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Line drive, and it gets by him. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
Mize back to work. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that's down. A base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to you, especially with that velocity.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Rays could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Outside low. And a count 1-2.
Yeah, the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. Trying to get back to second, but he can't. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Count 1-0.
Two on, one out. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. He's under it. Two down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And now it's going to be Jackson. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Line drive, base hit. In to score from third, and it's 4-2.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Jackson extended the hitting streak in this one. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
No, Boog, it was a strong individual day for him. Even if they couldn't quite get the win, this is a game he can feel really good about.
And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Rays, Jackson. There's a swing and a drive. And it is out of here. His 36th home run of the season, and we're all square. It's 1-1. So add another game to his hitting streak. Chris, this is remarkable.
Just so exciting game after game. He's given us a real thrill, and that swing was obviously no exception.
2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. And that one fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Center field. Meadows settles underneath it. And that's the third out. So the Rays. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jackson. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Nope.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Meadows makes the grab, one away. Digging in, Jackson. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Outside with a breaking ball. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Jackson was a real bright spot despite the loss. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
Such a tremendous.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Second inning set to go. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jackson. Bayo back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Jackson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Yeah, big swing and a miss. The Rays would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Back foot slider struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Get out, get out.
That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's
bit of strategy here, they issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So 2 down, Jackson next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off. Garrett, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 2.
0-2.
The pitch. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Jackson kept the hitting streak going in this one. Collected 3 hits in the game. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jackson. Crochet back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
2 outs, base is empty. First pitch, not close. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's 0-1.
With the tying run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-3. And now here is Jackson.
We just might be.
So it's second and third occupied. They go for the intentional walk. Bases now loaded. And there's a force at every base. Jackson next to hit for the Rays. Slate measures 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. The Rays up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. And a ground ball to first. Casas takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Jackson extended the hitting streak in this one.
Definitely a strong game at the plate, Boog, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him. Nice job to help lift the team to a win.
One down, and now the right fielder, Jackson.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
Swings through that one for strike 1. The Rays looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. Inside, almost got him. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 out, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Hickey collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Hout back to work. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. And a quick out number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Little chopper rolls foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one hit to first. 1 at second. Double play. They can't seem to break. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. And now they're out in front. It's 3-1. And all he needed was a late single to keep his hitting streak alive, but that'll do.
Yeah, nerves of steel. He knew the streak was on the line, but he didn't let it stop him from blasting one out of here. Keep it going, my guy. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Jackson kept the hitting streak alive. Only 1 hit, a home run.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Jackson digs in now. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first, and that'll do it. Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Crawford back to work. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th. Jackson added 1 more to that hitting streak.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle, only 4 will advance. In the first 2 rounds, the contestants will have 3 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. But the championship... Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. The clock is now running. Let's see. But he was here.
And now the right fielder, Jackson. That one lifted to left. Yelich makes the grab, one down. Jackson, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one not close. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And that one moves his feet. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Jackson, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat? Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Got him swinging. And there's one away.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do.
So bases all loaded up. Jackson will hit next. There's a buzz in the stadium every time he comes to the plate as he tries to extend his hitting streak. And foul ball.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
In the air, center field. Mullins settles under it. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. Throw is offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. Man at first, one away. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Jackson was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement. And a foul ball.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that all-star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the all-star game, so he should appreciate this.
1-2.
Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging. Nice job behind the plate there. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Jackson. Jackson, a former All-Star, just 21 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Foul ball. Next pitch just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, throws, got him. One away on the strikeout. Man at first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jackson. And that's outside. Next offering is fouled back. And that is in for a strike. 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Catcher has it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout. Jackson had the kind of game you'd like to avoid. Struck out 3 times for the hat trick.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jackson, the American League leader in RBIs this year. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Fought off foul. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Cowser makes the catch. That runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Righty delivers. Just misses. And to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. 1 out, base is empty. That one pulled foul. Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson. That's in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. The throw to third. Save. And now second and third with 1 gone.
Really nice job. A 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Jackson had an unremarkable game in this one.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they